Hi everyone, my name is Deepak. Today I'll be presenting on the key factors in NSW ECEC development that shape early childhood education and care. I'll be looking at how indigeneity, gender, language, and socioeconomic status intersect and how these factors connect with policies like the National Quality Framework and closing the gap targets. I'm using Bronfenbrenner's models to make one simple point. Systems set the condition, but relationship deliver the results. When funding, regulation, and workforce policy align with the culturally safe, language rich practice, we see more belonging, deeper talk, and more meaningful play. That's the bridge from policy to lived experience for children and families. So my main argument is that children's development doesn't happen in isolations. It's shaped by multiple systems around them, which we can understand through Bronfenbrenner's biological systems theory. At the top, microsystem and exosystem level exist, where there are things like curriculum, funding, workforce setting, matters that shape structural quality like ratio, quality, time, and materials. Those structures either enable or constrain process quality. The warm, extended, purposeful interaction that grow language, identity, and well-being. Message system partnership with families translate policy into everyday practice. My commitment today is to keep the casual pathway visible, resources, structure, interaction, outcome with families included at every step. In NSW quality life within the National Quality Framework and National Quality Standard, most services meet or exceed the standard, which is real achievement, but average mass gaps, particularly for children who face multiple layers of disadvantages. Right frameworks like the UN Convention on the Right of the Child gave us the why, leadership and pedagogical decision making provide the how. The question I keep asking is do our daily life practices reflect our stated commitments to inclusion and equity? So, what is closing the gap targets? Closing the gap target is especially important for First Nations children. Two key targets are that 95% of indigenous 4-year-olds are enrolled in preschool before the school time, and that more children are developmentally on track by the time they start school. These targets shows how strong policy commitment, but the challenge is make sure they actually translate into everyday classroom practices that are culturally safe and inclusive. So there are four factors. So to bring these factors together, let's take an example. Imagine an Aboriginal family living in outer suburb NSW. They speak both English and their own Aboriginal language. If services, families, and local Aboriginal organizations work together, they can design programs with flexible hours, language rich story times, and transport assistance. This way, structural policy support like CTG funding translate into real benefits for the children's sense of belonging and learning. So, play plus ethics is equal to method. So, play is the bridge between structure and learning. Research shows play is a powerful context for building language, identity, and social skills, but it must be guided by ethics, meaning we avoid tokenistic gesture like a one-off poster for NAIDOC week. Instead, cultural knowledge and anti-bias practices need to be embedded in daily routines through co-design with families and communities. So, to check whether practice is effective, we can look at key area at national quality standard, educational program and practices, children health and safety, relationship with children, partnership with families and communities, and ongoing improvement. Tracking these areas helps make sure equity commitment actually shows off in day-to-day teaching and learning. So, to sum up, equity isn't a single program. It is the daily conversion of system levers into movement of safety, belonging, language, and play. When we align structure with culturally safe dialogic practice and verify progress with the subgroup data, we move from aspiration to evidence. Thank you for the work you do every day to make sure that conversion real for children and families. Thank you.